Welcome traders to our post-week market review. So jumping straight into things here from where the market opened up, which is indicated by this candlestick that you see here. As you can see, the market opened up in a bullish fashion, pulling us away from one of our points of interest of around 5,090. From there, price pushed to our next point of interest, where eventually price found resistance at the level of 5,240 or 250, should I say, and then price came back down to retest this level as support. And then from there, sort of for the duration of the week, we saw continued consolidation with price sort of respecting a common resistance and support point on the lower timeframes. However, as you can see, beginning on the New York session, with the help of some economic news that we had as well, you can see that price ended up breaking out of this overall consolidation for this previous week and pushed past this point of interest of 5,250, with the market closing just 240 pips above it at 5,274. So what could we expect for gold in this coming week? So a couple of things that I want to note down is the political events that are happening in the world right now. As you might know, as you've probably seen on the news or Instagram or TikTok, wherever it is your news feed is, you will see that the conflict between Iran and the United States of America is growing. We are now seeing exchanges of missiles and loads of other stuff just around the sort of war scene. So that will definitely have an impact on gold. What would the impact be? The impact on gold for that will be positive. So I'm going to expect that this week that is coming, we are going to see gold completely rally. We're going to probably see the most recent all-time high of 5,600. Let's say we're going to see price push past this indefinitely, especially due to this conflict in Iran versus sort of America. There has been no official declaration of war, I believe. However, we are seeing spokesmen speak regarding this from NATO, and we all are seeing the United Kingdom step in as well. So due to the conflict in America, between America and Iran, who are the main two, we will see sort of that fear factor creep back into the markets, and we will indefinitely see the dollar weaken, as there will be uncertainty around the dollar, and we will see gold's price push up. So realistically, next week price action is going to be ridiculously strong. We're going to see volatile moves. We're going to see moves like we've never seen in gold before. So make sure you are ready. Make sure you are keeping to your risk. It might actually be better to not trade at all next week, just to let the market sort of settle. You can get an idea of what's actually going to happen in this week to come. Obviously, the market's open at 10 p.m. GMT, and I can tell you this. I don't know any hedge fund managers. I don't work for the institutional traders. I definitely don't work for the banks or the government. But I can just give you my opinion that there will be a lot of orders scheduled, long orders, buy orders that are scheduled for market open tonight. So a lot of people will be placing orders for a buy in gold. However, we could see market open up in a bearish fashion, and we could see the alternative. However, overall, on the higher time frames, we will see gold rally, and we will see gold's price go up due to this conflict between Iran and America. So normally we'd look at our next point of interest, and we had a look at price action, we have a look at candlestick structure, but realistically we can throw that all out the window next week and just sort of sit back and watch what actually happens within the markets due to the political impact. If you don't understand the political impact on gold and other currency pairs, this coming week will be a nice lesson for you. You'll be able to see how the market reacts to global conflict. You'll be able to see how the market reacts to specific political events, and you'll get a better understanding of the market. So it will definitely the next week, if you aren't trading, which is probably the best decision. But if you're not going to trade, then you can just sit back, relax, and have a look at what happens. But it is indefinite that we are going to see some very, very volatile price action in this coming week. So with that being said, that's going to be our post-week market review. I know this is the first video in a while, but as you can see, this overall week has just been consolidation. There's not been much to talk about. Prices respected a common high and a common resistance and a common support, and that's pretty much it. But wanted to tap in today just to sort of warn you, or just make you aware of the political events that are taking place. If you haven't seen it on the news already, I'm sure you have, but just in case you haven't, and how that will affect gold's price. So with that being said, I will catch you in our midweek technical analysis video. As always, I hope you've all enjoyed. Peace.